and the PDF-A standard. So we'll start by taking a look at PDF in general, and then why do we have the need for such standards such as PDF-A. We'll look at each of the standards a little bit. We won't spend too much time on them. And then we'll get out of our presentation here, and I'll actually demonstrate the product in use and how you can do and use these various standards. So if you look back in time to the mid-90s when Adobe created PDF, they set out with a set of core properties for PDF, things that at the time were unique and that today still make PDF the standard that it is. Things that, of course, we are used to, the Adobe imaging model, the way in which you can put text, graphics, and vector information onto the page. The fact that your documents can be viewed on your Mac, Windows, Linux, your iPhone, or various other devices without any problem. And that, of course, in the mid-90s was unheard of. The idea that even Microsoft Word for Mac and Windows used two different file formats was a given back then. And yet this idea that you had one format, all platforms, is taken for granted today. And we wanted this file format to be as small as possible and also enable users to grant rights to their content only to those users who had the right to it. It's your information, and you should be able to control it. Another thing that was significant about PDF at the time, and remains important today, is that PDF knows how to handle fonts. And of course, with Adobe's experience in the font market and originally in PostScript, we were able to properly represent font information on screen and on printer where nobody else at the time was. And today we still maintain that quality level. The ability to have a document that could be quickly accessed at random and updated very quickly was also significant, and also one that was significantly extensible. What I mean here is that not only today with Acrobat 9 can I take a file created with Acrobat 1.0 and open it and view it so that we have forward extensibility and compatibility, but more importantly, I could take a file today created in Acrobat 9 and I could open it in Acrobat 1 or Acrobat 2. Now, I might not see everything, because certainly, as we'll talk about shortly, we've advanced the format, but the core capabilities remain the same. The file format remains the same. Very, very rich architecture on which to build. So as I said, PDF has evolved since then, and you all know that, all being users of Acrobat and PDF. And you all, I'm sure, have your favorite features, whether it's in the area of navigation, our rich forms architectures, the ability to mark up, review, and comment on documents, integrate live multimedia, apply things such as digital signatures to your documents, or some of our new recent ideas such in the area of 3D. And of course, this is just a tip of the iceberg as to the many things that one finds in PDF. So what is this telling us? It tells us that PDF, of course, has grown beyond electronic paper as it was originally intended to be, to now become what we see as a digital envelope of all of your media. Again, whether it's text, images, vector information, sounds, and then all of that placed inside of a container with the relevant security and authentication applied to it. PDF is therefore able to represent all of these data types properly compressed, encrypted, secured, and rendered on screen in a way